Good morning, everyone. So now, as we all know, that PDCC in fetal medicine conducted by Sanjay Gandhi Postgraduate Institute or SGPGI Lucknow is finally over, and now we are going to discuss about the questions asked in that exam. So let's discuss. First question was actually there were two parts, part A and B. Part A was further divided into three parts, A1, A2, and A3, and each A1 contains around 20 questions for around 40 minutes, while part B has 20 questions for 1 hour. So the paper was for 3 hours and there were around 80 questions, 20, 20, 20, and 20 in part B. So the first question that I remember is based on the differences between HUS and HELP syndrome. What is HUS? HUS is hemolytic uremic syndrome. It is a form of thrombotic microangiopathy. Means here there is damage to the vessel in microscopic damage to the vessel, and thrombosis also occurs. It is characterized by microangiopathic hemolytic anemia or MAHA, thrombocytopenia, severe renal failure, while HELP syndrome is a variant of preeclampsia, in which H is for hemolysis, EL for elevated liver enzymes, and LP is for low platelets. So there is difference. First difference is in the definition itself. The second difference is in etiology. So coming to etiology, HUS occurs due to infections caused by E. coli O157H7 infections, and it is a complement dysregulated damage. It can also occur postpartum. While HELP is associated with preeclampsia, most commonly occurs in the third trimester or the early postpartum period. Coming to timings between HUS and HELP, HUS more commonly occurs in postpartum period and it has no link with hypertension, while HELP most commonly occur in antepartum period and it can also be postpartum. Now the differences between the clinical features of HUS and HELP is HUS hemolytic uremic syndrome. So there is hemolysis, there is uremia. So this uremia causes severe renal failure, which affects the urine output, and patient came with complaint of oligouria and urea. There might be mild or absent hypertension and there is no liver involvement. While in HELP syndrome, there is epigastric or right upper quadrant pain associated with nausea and vomiting. Hypertension and proteinuria are also present and liver involvement is there. Now the lab differences between HUS and HELP. In HUS and HELP, both have hemolysis. Platelet count is reduced in both because hemolytic uremic syndrome is associated with thrombocytopenia and HELP is also associated with thrombocytopenia. Coming to renal failure is more marked in HUS, but it can also occur in HELP syndrome. Liver enzyme are markedly elevated in HELP syndrome while they are normal or might be mild in HUS. Whenever there is hemolysis, we all know there is raised LDH enzyme, so it is raised in both HUS and HELP. Bilirubin is raised in both, and peripheral smear also shows the signs of hemolysis like schistocytosis. Coming to pathophysiology, the difference is HUS is associated with endothelial injury, which causes attraction of platelets towards the vessel wall and a thrombus will form, and this can lead to renal microvascular damage manifesting as uremia. While in HELP syndrome, there is abnormal placentation leading to endothelial dysfunction, followed by hepatic involvement and coagulation activation. The management of HUS includes supportive care, dialysis when required, and because it is it is autoimmune condition, so plasma exchange is the management of choice. Now for HELP, definitive treatment is delivery because everything is caused by the presence of placenta, and when placenta gets delivered, it resolves on its own. And for neuroprotection, we give magnesium sulfate. BP control के लिए we give labetalol etc. For hypertension management, and steroids are also given in case fetus is preterm. The prognosis of HUS is worst, and it may progress to CKD, while HELPS improves after delivery. Maternal complication like DIC and liver rupture can occur. So, what were the questions that were asked? So, what they have asked, there were 5 points in each question, and you have to mark the answer as true or false. So, first one is HUS versus HELP. First point was first, second, third, and fourth and fifth. First point was they have asked about the etiology. So here HUS is associated with E. coli infection, and that was true. Next was hypertension association, and it is not associated with hypertension. Then there is more renal involvement, and this is true. Fifth is coagulation is more pronounced, and the answer is coagulation is more pronounced in HELP. So this was also wrong. And the last one I remember, I think they have asked about MAHA. So which one is associated with microangiopathic hemolytic anemia? HUS is associated.